Sunday's ready. Sunday's best is cold, frozen like a snow cone.
Takes this about 5 yards
Titans
deep.
versus the Packers.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Tavon Austin. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in the play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Week 16, folks. It was week 17.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Blowing smoke at her.
25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Sundae ready.
They'll start on the ground.
Come on, get it.
Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this will be
swatted out.
incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Sundae ready. No snow, though. Got him.
Face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Ooh, he was moving, and I thought that was
sack. Say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And now another one thrown incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Get them carried away now.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Titans nothing.
Beautiful Sunday, cold and frosty. What did we get ourselves into?
On second down, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Want to keep going.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it.
Ready to come through there and snatch it after him.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
He got
side. Henry's got it.
Come on, y'all.
And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Got him.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's gonna get this down.
Come on, y'all. They trying to get over. Good stop. Good stop.
It's a big play there for
Gamble
Tennessee. 43 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Good one, King.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
They set us up what kind of boxes in to get us a pick right here.
1st and 10. Smith catches left side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. Throwing again is Tannehill.
Ooh, look out. That's
incomplete.
Yes.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well.
Come on, y'all.
And that one's incomplete.
Hold up.
Again, Tannehill.
I knew he was going to pass it over there, too.
He will score. Touchdown, Titans.
14.
8 yards out, and the Titans have made
And I know it was a pig.
Game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And that one makes it 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said,
I know they trying to get me up there.
You say, take your foot off the pedal. Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd
Come on.
down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Can we get his boy? Can we get us one? Can we get us one?
This is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15.
Slanging him off the foot, bro.
And the Packers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense.
That was a pick, bro.
Guys,
what are you
dig
doing?
this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete.
Let him get no field goal.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Tannehill looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the Titans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. 35-17 was the final. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 24-21, the final score. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, man. Close to it.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you put it.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Wide receiver.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
We get outside that line, boy.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Rodgers.
Whoa.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 37.
They say excited contract.
That gets him a new set of downs.
Really, school.
The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Still churning. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is going to look
squirming like.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. On the move to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down this
time. I like how they be leaning the ball over there now.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's not
Hey, give it to him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that.
As long as he can hold on to it right now. As long as he can hold on to it. Ah, that was my bad.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
That was testing.
Good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4. That'll
Touchdown.
bring up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen.
Vegas.
And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Got him.
And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost
they got us with it.
That is incomplete,
That's
but there is a
wow,
flag.
man.
And on 4th down, this is a
We
big
saved
call.
him on that. Got out in front of that man.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Look at that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is
Swatting it down.
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun.
Ooh, he came.
Short throw to Smith. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see
They gonna go for it.
to the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half.
Come on, y'all.
You know what I would do?
Come on, y'all.
You would
Get him.
always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this is
There
going to
he
be
is.
nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping
Man,
him
I
before you get
be
going.
hitting them hoes, but I be pressing my
Okay.
Yeah, in this
turbo
case,
button too
The
fast.
tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The
I don't
last
let
run
him
got a couple. Here's
slither
second
through
and
that
8.
like that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They'll
I
try
be
and
hitting the
run
power
some
button too
clock now
fast.
with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Jeffrey.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
At the 39-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Jones with a first
Face
down
mask,
carry,
man.
and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Jones.
Look at that. Boy, he ready to get to the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Look at that, boy.
You
See, like the catch these.
inside the 15 before they drop it.
Gotta throw it down. Throw it, aim down. Throw it down.
He's been the go-to guy.
They probably
Needed
would've
a big
picked it
play
out
there
by
on
that
3rd
scoop,
down.
right?
Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones.
And if I would have did that, I would have been in there.
Shy of the end zone. They're having more on that one and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means that...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
These Madden games been off the chain, folks. Appreciate your interactions. Make sure you subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. Hit that like button. It'll help us out in the YouTube analytics. Our analytics been going up a little bit, so I'm kind of waiting to see on the outcome.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
4 seconds left.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Another one down in history, folks.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Packers, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Aaron Jones, 20 carries, 87 yards. Devontae Adams, 5 receiving catches, 141 yards. Lazard, 53 yards. Aaron, 85.7, 244, 2 touchdowns.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.